Well, new tonight, yet another school in the Coastal Bend is having to close their doors for cleaning after word of a student getting infected with coronavirus. The positive COVID test result was discovered from a student currently attending the Garza Gonzalez Charter School in Corpus Christi. And now the entire school will be shutting down for deep cleaning. All in-person students will now have to complete their instruction online until Thursday, October It wouldn't be 15th, I don't think, but next Thursday is what they're saying. School administrators say the class and teacher who tested positive in quarantine will have to quarantine for 14 days. That is the 15th. I stand corrected. Also reporting a positive coronavirus case tonight is the Agua Dulce ISD, that school district, announcing that they are closing their schools tomorrow through Tuesday, October 13th. In order to give all of their school buildings a thorough deep cleaning. So they'll be back open for in-person instruction, they say, on Wednesday the 14th. Well, taking a look now at the latest COVID numbers coming in today for Nueces County. The City-County Health District reporting 22 new COVID cases today. That brings the total in the county since the very beginning to 20,767. There were no COVID-related fatalities for Nueces County today. Certainly good news there. 71 patients currently in the hospital tonight, 31 of those in ICU. As always, check out our website for more information.